Hey, this is Abla speaking, doing a One Piece chapter opinion review slash piece for chapter 1056. And we start off with the cover page, and the cover page is, well, the chapter is called Cross Guild, and the cover page is, it's very interesting, nonetheless. And the reason it's interesting is, how is Germa gonna overcome this obstacle? Because we have Katakuri with Future Sight and Oven versus all four of the Germa. I know Caesar Clown is supposed to be somewhere around there, but it's Katakuri we're talking about. So I don't understand how this is gonna work out. So we're gonna see. I'm really invested in this cover page now, because I'm interested in, like, how is this gonna work out? How are they gonna evade Katakuri with his Future Sight stuff? Oven's Oven, so that's that. But how are they evading him? So that's interesting. And this chapter has 3 to 4 parts to it. The first part is the post fight against Green Bull and the aftermath. The second is Carrot. Third is Luffy and the Alliance and all that stuff. Where's it going? And the final part is a send off, I think. The Straw Hats leaving and the send off. And the final part is, well, that's included, is Buggy, and that's a really good part. So we'll start off with the aftermath. And the aftermath, we see Shinobu and Raizo completely skeletons, and they're completely injured. And apparently Kinemon was too busy porking Otsuru, because they were pretty much, he was not even in town. And she suffered a burn mark, but she still is beautiful. And apparently they did the deed. And Kinemon is just bragging to them, to the point Raizo is like, I wish I had a girl, focus on recovery. And we do see the aftermath of this, and I think this is very intriguing in a way. So we see Shinobu, and Shinobu actually turned skinny. She's porkable. She's doable. She's back to being hot. And I'm really interested to what happened to Raizo, but who I am most interested in is in Queen. How does Queen look after this liposuction? Because that's pretty much what happened. Green Bull is quite the artist here, but I don't understand why he did this, how this is appealing to the cat. But I guess Oda just did that. Her first character design was not, how do you say, good. But then again, she did become like that because of all the stress and everything that happened. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen. Raizo and Queen and King. What's gonna happen to King? Does King revert to a kid because of this? Other than that, and the other part is, I don't know what's going on here with the story, but we go back to the Scabbers in the aftermath, and Sukiyaki straight up reveals who he is right off the bat, even though in the previous chapter he said he didn't want to reveal it. And now Oda's changing that. Why did he state? Kinemon's shocked because he wasn't aware, and this is kind of his gag going on. Kind of dumb, but Kinemon's not the brightest book in the shelf. But it's pretty funny. Momonosuke and Hiyori is happy, but this to me is contradictory to, I think this is a plot hole, because in the previous chapter he stated to Robin he didn't want them finding out, and now all of a sudden he just reveals himself. What's going on here? There's no explanation to why the change of character. This is like a plot hole, or Oda just changing stuff on the fly, whatever. But other than that, that's the aftermath. That's the only aftermath of this whole battle, which is a plus bonus. Raizo's probably going to become handsome. Shinobu's good looking. And Queen is probably going to be super popular now because he stated before he doesn't become thin because he'll become way too popular. He's become a superstar now. And then we go to the where was it? Carrot. I'm not really interested in this carrot stuff, but it is strange nonetheless. And I guess this to me is Oda. To me, this is Oda trying to get rid of Carrot, the character Carrot. He's trying to wasteland her to the side. That's what it is to me. So pretty much, Carrot's eating, and Nekomamushi and Unarase can make a decision to stay to protect Momonosuke. And they decide to name Carrot the leader, the sole leader of Wano, of Zou. Carrot's shocked. At first she says, yeah, no big... The king, yeah, sure thing, love. But then she realized what she just accepted, and she's like... She's stating that there's way more powerful people, but the musketeers step in and say, nope, we'll help you along. And then Wanda starts peddling this whole Pedro stuff, the will of P. And Carrot's just like, Pedro. So Carrot never gives a full decision, but it looks like this is what's happening. Her character is going to be thrown to the waistline. But then again, did she have any real, how would you say, real future? Like, what was her agenda? What was her true agenda? She doesn't have like that. I don't know. But I guess this is, to me, it just feels like Oda just throwing, like, nope. So this to me is like Oda throwing her character to be reserved for now, on reserve. Just like Vivi, in a way. So that's happening. And I guess the Carrot fanboys suffered a major blow, because we've been seeing I've been seeing major Copian posts, like, where they still believe she's still going to join, regardless. So we'll see where that goes. And that's Carrot's point. Then we go to the Luffy point. Let's go to Caribou. So Caribou apparently overheard everything about the ancient weapons, and apparently he has a certain someone he has to tell this. He has to inform this information to who he is. Who this certain someone is, unclear. Caribou's been a mysterious character, and he does have the same eyes as, you guessed it, Mihawk and Im-sama. So there's possibilities here. Either A, it's Blackbeard. I don't think it's Blackbeard. It would be too obvious. B, it's Im. What could be it could be because of the eye connection. The other is the Revolutionary Army, which, because he has been confused for a there's supposed to be someone that looks like him who's a revolutionary. So he could be straight up a revolutionary, but he doesn't know. He has like amnesia or something, because we did get Sabo with amnesia, so it is possible. And the other one is I simply don't care, because I don't think this plot point is going to get resolved anytime soon. It's going to be a while, so it's not relevant right now. But that, because I don't think Oda's going to have someone invade Wano and just take the weapon and destroy Wano in the process of taking the weapon. Plus, you can't even do it. The only one who can take the weapon is, how do you say, is Momonosuke, because Momonosuke is the only one who can command Zunisha to break down the borders. That's the only way to bring out the weapon. So it's not happening. So that's that. And we get to the Luffy. Now we get to the crew. And Robin is revealing that, how would you say, Pluton's here. Frankie's shocked. Luffy's like, oh, it's and Robin acts like, do you want it? And Luffy's like, nah, I'm good. And I don't think he's practically an ancient weapon himself with that Nika stuff, so he doesn't really need it. As to Robin's still curious to why Odin wanted to unleash the weapon, and Momonosuke should know that because he has his journal, so he should be aware of why Odin wanted to unleash Pluton to the world. And knowing that he does know, and he chose not to, it's very intriguing in terms of his character. Why not choosing? And the other part is where the Straw Hat. Well, we find out where they're going. So there's 3 islands to pick. Uh, Law picks the northeast, middle east, and southeast. But both Kid and Luffy want to pick the middle east one, but they end up drawing straws. So I guess Kid gets the middle east and Luffy gets the southeast. And it is pretty somber to know that the alliance is finally coming to and it's finally over in a way, with Law and all that stuff, and they're saying now we're enemies. Is that truly the case? Is truly, like, let's say Law and Luffy meet up again, are they truly gonna go seriously try to kill each other after all they've been through? I highly doubt it. So this is just pandering, I think. Usopp's the only realist here. It doesn't care. They're all dangerous. That is true. But the crew is, well, the gang here, the alliance here is splitting up. And I guess this is symbolic in a way. And we find out something interesting about Kid. And we find out another mystery person. Apparently, Kid is aware of some sort of burned mark or guy marked by flames or burn scars. And he may have a clue to well, I think it's alluding he may have a clue to where the final poneglyph is, the red poneglyph, or log poneglyph, road poneglyph is. And both Law and Robin are like, they have stern faces. So either A, they know what they're talking about, or B, they're curious about this. Luffy's also curious because he wants him to tell him, and it ends in that. So, and I guess Kid says we do have a step ahead of you. So that's that. And Law giving the road poneglyph to Law to Killer is pretty poetic in a way, because Kid did go into an alliance, and he did get betrayed, and now we see Law doing the right thing here, pretty much giving him a ticket to the One Piece in a way, because there was no way they were gonna find it. And then we get to personally think the most interesting part of the chapter, and it is the cross guild Buggy group, and we come to find out that Crocodile and Mihawk have joined Buggy straight up. Zoro is like, no way, that's not happening. Even Luffy is shocked, like, what's happening out there. He's like, what the hell happened? And that is true. What the hell happened to form something like this? Like, what's going on? I can understand on Mihawk's point. He's probably bored, so whatever. But Crocodile, he's a plotter. He plots stuff. So he has an agenda to doing this. And Buggy is just pure accident. He's pure face, I think. This dude is probably just scared. He doesn't want to piss these two dudes out. He's just going along with whatever's happening. That's Buggy. But the game changer is what Buggy is doing. And I'm not sure if it's Buggy's idea or Crocodile's idea. Is now the Marines have bounties. And this is very interesting. This, I think, is in a way a very game changer. Because I think this is setting up the final war segment that Whitebeard talked about, because this is creating a divide between the people, and this may bring back the bounty hunters in a way, but they've never been really relevant, so we'll see where this goes. But this is very good. I like Buggy's character. I've always been a fan of Buggy ever since the special episode when he gets lost after he loses the fight with Luffy. It's so hilarious. He's so funny. And then after we have the Marineford stuff, he's like super cool. I like Buggy. And I'm hoping great things for his character. And it looks like great things are happening for his character. And I guess both Law and Kid are unaware he's an idiot. Even Luffy is telling them, and they don't believe him. Because he says if he's got 2 men of this stature working for him, he deserves to be called an emperor. So Buggy is not a Yonko. In terms of strength, he is nowhere near your uncle. So that means Crocodile and Mihawk combined equal Yonko status. So and you could assume that these two, well, no, we got Doflamingo, but Mihawk alone I put Mihawk in a high stature, but in a Yonko terms, he should, because he competed against Shank toe to toe. And after the spoilers we've gotten about the movie, about Shank's power, that is impressive alone. The fact that Mihawk is able to compete and fight toe to toe against Red Hair, especially after the spoilers, that is impressive. That should put him on a Yonko status alone. But he won't get a Yonko status until it's officially confirmed by Oda himself. So this is good, I guess. We're setting off to the new adventure. And the final part is Yamato. I'm really getting tired of this dick teasing about Yamato joining the crew. It looks like she finally made up her name. And hopefully we're going to get a very powerful send-off, because they don't say goodbye to Momonosuke and Kinemon. So it's going to be a powerful send-off in the final, in this potentially 1057 is going to be the final Wano Kuni chapter. And it's going to be the send-off, and hopefully Yamato joining the crew, because I've been getting tired about this. It's been stated over and over, I'm joining the crew. I'm not, like, just get it over with. It's tiresome. And I'm hoping she does join. As for the chapter, we see progression. And as for plot points, like, Jesus Christ. First, we don't get the Lunarian flashback. We don't get Zoro visiting Yuruma's grave. We don't get the whereabouts. What happened? Is Kaido truly dead? Big Mom truly dead? And we don't even get the Oni stuff. What about the Oni race? It's all like, and the act thing, like, I don't know. It would make sense. It doesn't make sense to end the act now, because then this is supposed to be the epilogue. Because going into another island, you can't say that's the epilogue. But other than that, I don't know. The chapter's all over the place, but it's still a progression, so it's still good. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day and peace out.